everyone, and welcome to From Miranda's Kitchen. I am Miranda. So today we're gonna have some really cool fall brunch options. First, we're gonna make a sangria that's very fall friendly, and then we're gonna do a vegan French toast that's gonna have some pear syrup drizzled on top. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna make is our sangria. Like I said, this is a very fall friendly sangria. So we have some apple cider right here. We have about 2 cups of apple cider. I have some brandy here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add that straight to my apple cider. And then I'm gonna take some vodka, and I'm gonna add about 1.5 ounces of vodka. And I add that straight to my apple cider. We're gonna go ahead and put our fruit in our pitcher. The first thing I have are some grapes. We're gonna go ahead and add those straight in. And this is about 1 apple. I have these thinly sliced, and we're gonna add those right into the pitcher. And last thing we have are some orange slices. We're gonna add those right in. And now we're gonna add our apple cider. So this is our apple cider, brandy, and vodka. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. Just a little bit. To top everything off, I'm gonna add about 2/3 of this bottle of wine. This is a dry Riesling. All right, and then we're just gonna stir it and make sure we get the fruit nice and incorporated. Now that we have that ready, we can go ahead and put it in our glass. And there is our fall time sangria. All right, so now we're gonna make our custard for our French toast. So we're starting off with flour. I know flour is not traditionally in French toast custard, but since this is vegan and it won't have eggs, we need a binder and something that'll make it thick, so we're adding flour. So to the flour, I'm gonna add my seasoning mix. This is brown sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and make sure this is well incorporated. All right, you wanna make sure you get all of the chunks out of the brown sugar so everything can dissolve. Now that we got that mixed, we're gonna go ahead and add in our plant milk. I'm using coconut milk, but you can use any plant milk that you have laying around. It won't really make a difference, but I'm just using coconut milk today. Once you get that in, you wanna mix it. And at this point, we're gonna treat it like a regular French toast recipe. All right, so this looks good. You wanna make your batter not too thick, so you wanna be careful on how much flour you add. You can definitely adjust the flour if it's looking a little thin, but this looks really good. It should look just about the same way any non-vegan French toast custard should look like. Also, I forgot the vanilla, so we're gonna add the vanilla and make sure we mix that in. All right, so now we're gonna move to the stove. All right, so now that we have our French toast custard made, we're gonna go ahead and make our pear syrup. So the first thing we're gonna do, I have a cast iron skillet here and it's already hot. So I'm gonna add some vegan butter. We're gonna let this get all the way melted. We want this to melt all the way down. So just to note also, vegan butter burns a lot faster than dairy butter. So make sure you're watching it. You don't wanna walk away while your vegan butter is on the skillet. All right, now that we have our butter melted, I'm gonna go ahead and add my pears. This is 2 pears. I'm actually probably gonna use about half of this, so 1 pear is good. All right, so we wanna make sure we get our pears coated with the butter. And our pears are gonna give off a lot of juice, so we wanna make sure that that doesn't burn also, so you just wanna keep it moving. So you see a lot of juice is starting to come off of the pears, so we definitely want that. But like I said, you don't want this to simmer off too fast, so just make sure you keep stirring it. So at this point, our pears have started to cook down a little bit. They're starting to get a little soft. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasoning. And here I have some brown sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, and the secret ingredient to make this the best syrup is cardamom. So make sure you put a little bit of cardamom, not too much. Too much can overpower it, so just a little bit of cardamom. right, so the last ingredient, we're gonna add some agave. So we only put a little bit of brown sugar. We don't wanna add too much sugar, so this agave is a natural sweetener. So we're just gonna go ahead and add that in. All right, so once we get that agave in and get it stirred up, we're gonna reduce this heat all the way down. All right, guys, so while our pear syrup is simmering and cooking down and getting all soft, we're gonna go ahead and cook our French toast. So we have our French toast custard right here. And I am using some sourdough bread. So like I said, we're gonna treat this like a traditional French toast recipe. From this point, we're just gonna dip our French toast right into the custard. And I like to make my French toast with butter and oil. I just think it makes it a little bit more crispy. So I'm gonna add a little oil also. I have never used this pan before, so let's hope it doesn't stick. All right, so we're just gonna put our French toast right on. All right, so a mistake people make all the time when they cook French toast is they try to mess with it before it's ready. So if you think your French toast is stuck, just let it keep cooking until it's free and it'll move on its own. If it won't move yet, then it's probably not ready to be flipped. So just wait until it'll move on its own. Oh, so pretty. That looks so perfect. All right, so we're ready to take it out. I'm gonna put it over here. So this time I made some fall brunch options. The first thing we made was a very fall friendly sangria, and then we made a pear syrup and some vegan French toast. If you make this pear syrup and French toast for your friends, everybody will be so impressed. So let me know how it comes out down in the comments. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.